Collapse has been playing a little bit of OD, and I'm wondering if they're going to consider it against the Faceless Void here. It's a possibility. Maybe they're going to go just even more frontline, something like a Tide Hunter, Night Stalker instead. I like it. You know, this is one of the other things that I was mentioning about the vision that you're going to be able to grant by the Beastmaster. It doesn't give you quite as much of the pushing aspect, for sure, but it really does give you a way to be able to find the backlines, to be able to get the jump. It means that the Storm Spirit's forced to go into an early BKB. I don't know, honestly. I think it's just, it would have been pretty similar regardless. Well, Matthew, actually, maybe it just enables a little bit more kill potential like this. Drow wants that stun setup to be able to go for those early kills. Mirror.
Oh, he might be in trouble though. Yutoro, they still get first blood, but Sacred just finds the level 2 at the same time. So with the use of the Maleficus, he will be able to catch up. Unfortunately, Sacred just a little bit too late to find the bonus gold from first blood, but at least they do kill off Yutoro.
Going to go back to the mid lane, deal with the Siege Creep, or if they feel like they're in a position to want to get a kill onto Yatoro up top here. It's all the way back in base. Still in 2 minds.
Oh, it's already.
Yeah. They've actually gone bottom instead.
Alright, onto Collapse. A lot of damage coming out early on with the Night Stalker. Plenty of mana as well for Dark Margo to continue the chase throughout the lane. And Miposhka just has to stand off to the side and watch as his core dies. And now he too, we put 6 feet under as Thunder makes some great movements. They get 2 down bottom and they also find the kill onto Mira up top.
Never mind, he's not. But I feel like they might be able to TP people down and hold a lot of TPs on Thunder to make sure that you can look to protect.
Top lane. It's a dive under the tower. Long zip in from Dark Margo, but the rotations are going to be too quick. Look at the response. And Toronto Tokyo lines up the Rolling Thunder. Can bounce back off the wall as well. They can keep Yutaro alive. This is going to be huge for Team Spirit as he's just almost able to limp away. They'll finally get the finishing blow, but it is such a grave cost for Thunder as multiple casualties come out from Radiant. Too deep of a dive for them. And that is a big ultimate where you can potentially get a kill and slow down the Night Stalker. All of a sudden, this lane, very vulnerable for them.
Poor Toronto Tokyo just tried to roll a couple of times. Gets caught with a black hole. Yeah, and multiple Eidolons hitting into him as well. Nicely done by Sacred. Having a fantastic game so far. Even getting the double 1v2 turnaround.
Bottom as well. Collapse gets another kill as well. Dark Ascension used for TPing in. Gonna have to deal with the tree so they can scout his position, but it has given enough time for Team Spirit to react as well. As Toronto Tokyo is ready with the Rolling Thunder. Panda moves in a position where he can counter this though. Fiend's Grip out to the left side. Do they have the damage to be able to get the Pain Clear's life inside the ultimate? They're gonna turn to deal with the Undying instead. As now they can turn and deal with Toronto Tokyo. Dominating streak for Sacred. Pandamu, great position with the use of the ultimate to stop the Rolling Thunder and its trap.
And that was a 4v5 as well. Pakar's just sitting up here on the top-hand side, farming away very, very happily, realizing that he needs that little bit of extra damage now if he's looking to try and take out people like the Night Stalker inside of the Chrono.
This, an aggressive zip into the triangle as well. The ward that they placed prior.
They're going to go for one
should
more.
Allow them to catch up to Mira. Now Pandamu with the wraparound also gets the Nightmare to hold Yutoro into place, and Thunder. What is a very even game a couple of minutes ago, but the net worth lead is starting to balloon up.
Regen reduction against, you know, the Bane, even the Faceless Void to a lesser extent, helps pop the Eidolons a little bit too.
Long zip in. They want the Drow range on. They're going to be able to find Matthew with the wraparound ankle. Beautiful positioning coming through from the Nyx Assassin, and Dark Margo will instantly follow up with the damage required, and this can now open up the tier 1 tower. Zip is going to try and deal with the Undying first. They do have at least the Rolling Thunder nearby, but down in the lane bottom, Black Hole's going to be cancelled thanks to the silence. Matthew's able to step in as well, along with Pandamu. Do they have a way to cancel the Fiend's Grip? That's when Mira can come into play, but Thunder, they're in trouble. Just no escape as Team Spirit swarming into the neighborhood. They've killed off Sacred. They're going to be able to find the Bane as well, as Spirit was looking like a rocky start to the fight with the Black Hole, but the instant counter proves dividends.
I feel that Yatoro has died a few too many times now, 1, 5, and 4. They can't just afford to give him up for free, but they're going to make the solo jump here.
Yatoro, everyone's left the neighborhood. Dark Margo should be able to get the kill and then get out with his own life. And have some bottle sips to play with to get the mana back. Mira's going to be able to drag in closer to the Rolling Thunder as they will catch up. Great movement over from Team Spirit. They do separate away, so at least there was an opening to be able to continue to slow down Yatoro's game. Seems like he needs the items, and along with some of the other members as well. Collapse begging for this blink dagger just to help with that initial jump. Meanwhile, though, again, it's going to be the Nyx Assassin that runs into another member of Team Spirit. So Mira caught out inside the jungle. Dark Margot's going to try and zip in as well, but that's where Pandamu can come into play. He's got the Fiend's Grip holding Collapse into place. They're even got a black hole as well from Sacred. A lot of hate given over to Collapse's Night Stalker.
But this game, full-on Crippling Fear. He realizes his job this game on Collapse is just to take out these supports.
Top lane, they're baiting the Nyx Assassin. Oh, nice sidestep though from Yatori. He's gonna miss on the quota on everyone. So they will still lose Mira nonetheless. And Spirit is starting to TP in. They actually want to take the team fight now, but Thunder, they've got all 5 members. Spirit, they've got to be cautious, and Dark Margot, he'll start the fight as zip under the tower onto Yatoro, who's going to be able to get some distance thanks to the Hurricane Pike, but it will not matter as Thunder just lock onto their target, trying to continue the chase, but have they got the damage to secure the kill? As somehow Yatoro is still alive for the moment, and now Team Spirit, they can turn it back around, but the heavy commitment out of Thunder, they need to address the Fiend's Grip, and that's where Mira can come into play. But Sacred jumps over the tree line. The BKB black hole. Where's the damage coming out though? They don't have any follow-up at the moment. As somehow Team Spirit are continuing to stay alive long enough. They need to set themselves up for round 2. They're going to try and still continue to bring down the Enigma. As Sacred will finally go down. But do they have the damage and the resources to deal with a Storm Spirit afterwards? A silence into the jump in on Mira. And somehow, some way, Team Spirit will be able to take the Aegis team fight. Taking a 5-on-5 under a tier 2 tower for a good minute is probably not going to be the easiest way to succeed. Maybe this jump in though into the pain clear though. A bit of momentum going back their way. Toronto Tokyo for the illusion, but still going to go down inside the Rolling Thunder. A cute attempt playing around with the power rune, but not enough.
Eidolons plus the Vlad Zora plus just a Storm right click, enough to take him down even inside of that Rolling Thunder. So they'll know that he's off the board for about another 50 seconds. Even if he buys back, he's not going to have the ultimate available. So maybe this is their trigger to just make that exact same play again.
Another jump in. Look at this. Matthew and Dark Margot combined together. They're coming. Matthew, they're going to run back under the ward. Matthew can get the jump, or Dark Margot instead with the follow-up. Double impale. It's beautiful. And Sacred's nearby as well for good measure. A black hole dropped on the dome, and now to the tier 2 tower they go. As Bakaz is in with the Chronosphere. Mira's down and out of the count. As Thunder find 3, and that's all set up thanks to the Observer Ward. I like this smoke from Spirit. Their lanes are in a really good position. They know the ultimates were used as well.
Look at Matthew's positioning.
The only issue is Matthew's positioning. Again, this Nyx Assassin. Oh, no. And it's... Oh, Matthew, what was that? A 4-man stun. And Thunder, they're going to capitalize on the initiation. That was beautiful. You couldn't have asked for much better. He blocked the smoke, gets the jump in onto 4 at a choke point, and now they can finish up the team fight as well, as Collapse will not escape. A triple for Dark Margot.
To the level 20 talent, extra electric vortex duration. So if he's able to find someone, if you're able to get the jump, I feel like Thunder Awaken, they're the style of team that want to go first.
Oh, they know where Pango is, and because a beautiful double chrono off to the right side. That's it. They've got to tap out. Thunder Awaken, what an incredible game 1. It just seems like there's no angle back in. Spirit will still try and hold this game, but oh, Thunder have just looked so clean.
They have. You get Collapse, he's going to need to get back to the base. They're hitting onto tier 4s. He's got his level 16, but not sure if it's going to be enough. The Basher still not ready to be purchased up.
Poshka gets the Tombstone down, but they'll instantly jump on top of him. Toronto Tokyo with a follow-up as well, but the buildings are starting to fall. The zombies are doing a lot of damage towards the Enigma. They'll kill off Sacred, but is that the only person they're going to be able to kill as they put themselves too far forward of the net worth deficit? They will not be able to get themselves back inside the base. They're too squishy as Thunder just blow them up one by one, and the throne, it'll eventually blow up. Collapse, he'll make the attempt. You've got your Tora back up in a couple of seconds, but the respawn will take too long as Thunder a very, very convincing Game 1 victory from them.
Yeah, starting out the day 0-2, but Thunder Awaken, they've woken up, and they have done it in fantastic style. They won with a Tide Hunter, actually. I was thinking maybe they would put that into the Enigma's lane. It's something that we've seen Virtus Pro do. When DM was playing it, they always did a pretty damn good job of it whenever they got the option to. It depends how the lanes are set up as well, as they're actually looking to go onto the Poshka.
Yeah, great jump in with the Gush to be able to help out. A lot of damage early on, and Dark Margot will find first blood in Game 2. See if Mira and Matthew down bottom, both supports, are going to consider about rotating. Instead, they're going to get aggressive onto Bakaz. Pandamu's even going to look to try and TP down as well. So with the extra assistance coming up from the Crystal Maiden, they're going to try and veer their attention over towards Collapse on the Enigma. And they should be able to secure the kill. Beautifully done from Thunder. Now they can decide if they want to go for the Mira next as well. But Team Spirit, they themselves have brought enough rotation to turn the team fight back around, as Toronto Tokyo will be able to target down the Conquer, getting rid of the position 1 on Thunder. And now he's going to be able to do a hard U-turn to catch up to Pandamu as well.
Oh, but look, we got Dark Margot potentially coming in. Double damage available, but Toronto Tokyo, he's got that full mana, so he might be able to get away. Be waiting out to use any sort of TPs as well, considering he does have that lasso available.
Oh my Poshka. It's a rough life of a position fight. They might be able to get both supports, actually. Oh, great jump from Matthew, recognizing that he did not need to help out at all with the Bat Rider chasing down the Jakiro, so him in combination with Bakaz TPing back in.
Go for these kill attempts. Level 3 on the Eidolons, so they end up doing a fair amount of damage as Bakaz is going to get baited in to try and go onto them.
Oh, they lost the Eidolons though. That's pretty much all the damage from Spirit, and our Sacred, he's going to look to TP in and have some impact down bottom. The Ravage clipping onto 2. They've been able to target down the Enigma. Toronto Tokyo is going to drive into the middle as well. They want to try and get rid of the Conquer, but the damage, it's not enough. And now with Dark Margot's influence as well, with the lasso dragging back Toronto Tokyo, a double kill for the rotation thanks to Sacred. And now they can also start to move over to deal with Miposhka. He's going to try and find a little hidey hole in the tree line, but there will be no place he can duck himself deep in far enough as Thunder find 3. I think my concern is that I don't see a way for them to address this BKB on Dark Margot. He's already got boots of travel, top of the net worth, and I think he's just going to tear them apart with this next item. As we're already seeing here, it just fly over to the backline. Toronto Tokyo, an awkward usage out of the ultimate as Dark Margot gets a free kill. Toronto Tokyo should have the finishing blow, but the one shot just keep Matthew alive, and now they're in, dragging him back as the river turns to red as Thunder get another double kill. With the watermelons being chucked out of him.
Oh no. Pretty big kill actually if they're able to land it.
Oh! Have they got a lasso? No. Alright, they'll be able to stop it. World Mirror. Space creators, they like to say. Unfortunate that it's gonna kind of cut him a little bit short of this Blink Dagger. Across the map, Bakaz has also run into Miposhka as well. Attempting to try and D-ward, and what will come at a cost of his own life here from the Jakiro. So 2 support kills, but again, the cores are getting farmed. Toronto Tokyo working towards the BKB. You got Yatoro as well. It's gonna have enough gold for 2 components. Really want to force engagements as Yatoro's in trouble here. Miposhka. The Ice Path is at least going to force Dark Margot to go down to the south. He will be able to catch up the lasso. Yatoro has the battle chance to play with if he can get it up, but the rest of the team are a little bit too late. The Ravages are ready, but they haven't found an opening just yet from Sacred, but the Rolling Thunder cutting the team fight into half. And they've been able to keep Yatoro alive long enough for the reinforcements to show up to turn it around. His collapse drops the black hole, and now Yatoro can start to stack up the fervor as Team Spirit lose 0 members. What an incredible fight from them. Big advantages they have here with Spirit with that ultimate, but some of them are now on cooldown. So Thunder are going to look to make another attempt onto Yatoro. We saw what happened prior. They're going to boots of travel into the middle. Yatoro's taking a lot of damage, but Mirror with the blink reveal tries to bring down Dark Margot. They don't have the damage at the moment, so he's going to continue to fly on forward, chasing down Yatoro underneath the T2 tower, but the finishing blow will come out thanks to Matthew. They've been able to find 3 as the third one goes down in the tree line as Thunder finally able to take a successful skirmish.
Oh, and those are pretty long cooldown.
Sacred. It's a little bit split from the team. Yatoro's just going to drop everything early on to try and secure the kill, but the lasso, is it enough to keep Sacred alive so we can get the Ravage off in the team fight? Spirit, do they still want to stick around knowing the Ravage was already used? They've been able to blow up 2 members off to the right side. Yatoro's going to be able to TP up, but back by the outpost. They've got the Rolling Thunder trying to catch up to the Batrider. They've been able to secure a triple kill and now collapse. He held 2 members back thanks to the Black Hole that bought enough time for Spirit to be able to deal with the other components. Now Mirror can follow up and jump to the low ground, tossing them onto Bakaz. The Conquer's not an easy member to be able to bring down, especially with the buyback coming out from the Crystal Maiden as well, because playing with the Heart regen, it's going to be a long chase from Spirit, but maybe with the assistance from Yatori, that's where the damage can come into play. They're cutting him to perfection just off to the right side, and now they can go back in. They'll deal with the Crystal Maiden, forcing out a dieback, and now they'll finally get the finishing blow, cutting off the head of Bakaz.
Again, the 4-man stun. We saw it last game. You don't want to be on the low ground. Oh, Mirror.
Smoke's gonna pop. They're all grouped up. Mirror gets a jump. It's the follow-up. Pronto Tokyo. He's in, crashing them left, right, and center. But Yatoro, he's hesitant to be able to fall up as well. They've got control with the Ravage coming out, clipping onto 3, but collapse. In with the Black Hole. What an ultimate as they don't have a response. The damage is racking up too fast. As Thunder, some buybacks coming out for them, but can they be able to revive the team fight? Because he's been able to veer his attention over towards the Enigma, but they do not have an answer. Yatoro just freely right-clicking throughout the team fights, and Toronto Tokyo as well, looking for the Rampage, looking for the final kill to give him the 5-man. He won't be able to find it. Onto Bakaz, the finishing blow, and they'll give it to him. Rampage for the Pangolier, and now they can go for Sacred as well. That Hidehunter just brought back prior, and he'll be sent to the grave for another time. Nothing will stop them. No tier 3 tower will hold them back as Toronto Tokyo gets a double Rampage.
Oh, this is why I love this Aghanim sim.
Again, they need to make sure they're not grouped up. They won't get anything out of the Rolling Thunder, but Mirror, he still wants to get the initiation. Toss back, Yatoro's health is just skyrocketing, because he's just losing all his hit points. A Ravage will come through, but another Black Hole from Collapse. 2 times in a row, his ultimates have been on point. And Spirit can now look to go for the finishing blow. 3 down, 2 without a buyback in.
They didn't rebound him?
No, didn't rebound him. So there's the first lasso. Alright, they've got the first life. Dark Marco's gonna jump behind him.
Mirror's been pretty important too.
That he has indeed with the initiation, so Dark Marco's gonna look to try and take the Tiny out of the equation. Meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo inside the base, causing chaos, but still with the Batrider outside, surrounded by 3. And this will be it. There's no response from Thunder. Nothing they can do without the members of Team Spirit. They went to the storm early on, and then have been able to come back with the lineup they have. Some incredible team fight execution from them is going to be able to secure a Game 2 victory.